What's going on, Consciouz, your favorite breakdown commentator? Welcome to another riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform. You already know what we're here to get into. Before we do so, please go ahead and run those likes all the way up. Thumbing up the video not only helps with YouTube's algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up YouTube's notification system. So when you are thumbing up the video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another Conscious crew member and telling them to get their black asses into the sanctuary. So whether you part of the replay gang, active for me in real time, or you are an old nasty piece of bush, baby, I need you to swing and bang on that motherfucking like feature. We ain't got no weirdos over here. So show some love and raise hell for the king. Also, if you enjoy everything that the King does here, you can always donate to the platform at $Consciouztv on Cash App and or PayPal.me/Consciouztv. Of course, that's Conscious spelled with the Z on the end, just like it is here on the channel. All donation information and social media handles are in the description box below, as well as scrolling from right to left and red and white at the bottom of this here screen. Also, make sure that you have your notification bell set to all so that you never miss a day or hour when the king is in fact king. And last but not least, please share the stream out to wherever it is you have digital community, whether that be your YouTube community wall, your Snapchat, your MySpace, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give no damns where you in fact lay the link. Just let them know that we're loud, we're live, and we're certainly in color. And with no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Grand Rising, Conscious crew. Happy hump day. We're in the middle of the week. This week feels like it's kind of just taking its time, moving on through. I'm not really mad at it. You know, ever since CERN turned off the Hadron Collider girl, okay, some things have went back to normal, such as time. So, you know, let a week actually feel like a damn week. But happy hump day. I got some loved ones in town that I've been enjoying. And I was up late as hell. I'm surprised I'm even up, y'all. I really should be in a damn sleeping beauty coma, okay? Because I'm a boring bitch on my own, okay? I don't really get active, bitch, unless it's because other people, you know, want to do shit. I'm a turtle. All right. I ain't got no problem, baby. Okay. Enjoying my sanctuary and my inner temple, child, where I brought the world to. So I've really been in them streets the past few days, but it's been all good and all gravy. And of course, I am just going to maintain what I can while everyone is here. So I'm up. And I'm minding my business and y'all's too. And speaking of that, Blueface, his new girlfriend, and Chrisean Rock then came across my front desk. Now, y'all already know how I feel about this twisted ass upside down triangle. I been burnt out when it came to Blueface and Chrisean. I really feel like them niggas were industry plants designed to lower the overall collective vibration of the damn black community, girl. Like, I don't think I've ever seen two people absolutely forced. Like, neither one talented, neither one musically gifted. Both are the male and female psychopaths. They're two sides of the same coin. Like, when I see Blueface and Chrisean, all I think of is the Joker and Harley Quinn, girl. It's giving supervillains of Gotham tease, okay? And you would just think after everything both of these godless heathens have been through, girl, from how they done abused the shit out of each other to even the fact that Junior, so-called Blueface, and Chrisean's son, don't even get me started on just the paternity of that alone. And the fact that some of the son's visible disabilities could have actually stemmed possibly from Chrisean drinking while she was pregnant, fighting while she was pregnant, you know, trying to drown herself in a damn jacuzzi while pregnant is just a whole hot mess. So the fact that there's an innocent life sandwiched in between the lunacy, whether Blueface is the biological father or not, the fact that the child is used as a middle prompt and has been born and is inherited in this, and then don't even got his full whole intact brain to get the hell out and to call DSS himself when he get older. My God, today pray upon Junior's mind, baby. Okay, that if God don't give him nothing, that God gives him the mental capacity and clarity to call child protective services when he's old enough to understand said things, baby. And he can jumpstart his own goddamn emancipation of Mimi from this motherfucking family. Because the sooner Junior is in the hands of healthy, qualified, loving people, the better off he will be. And not being an emotional byproduct of the raggedy genetics his mammy passed down to him. Not to mention that Junior, you know, because I don't know what his full situation going to be cognitively as he get older. I don't know how he's going to develop. But my God, with that child already having physical disabilities, and then on top of that, is going to have to grow up and endure, first of all, the trauma between seeing his mom beat, gaslit, verbally and emotionally abused by a man who is being alleged to be his dad, and watching his mom verbally, physically, emotionally, and mentally abuse his so-called father. And then the added layer of controversy on top of that of the paternity. Is Blueface my father? Or is it Chrisean's ex? And then the sad reality of that is, if Junior actually is Chrisean's ex's son, and the ex is deceased and was murdered in cold blood outside of his grandmother's house and is not here to be a father figure, it's just too fucking much. And I feel like there need to be some criminal charges applied to Chrisean and Blueface alone, just for the situation that Junior is in, because the whole thing is fucked up. The whole shit is completely fucked up. It's fucked up. That is just that's too many layers of dysfunction stacked on top of each other for a child who's already going to have his fair share of struggles mentally and physically, and then all of the crackhead drama on both sides and all sides of his family. Because we know that Blueface comes from a long line of goddamn ignorance, male identification, male-centeredness, mammification. Clarissa toe up in the brain, dizzy in the goddamn brain. Short pivot. Why does it seem to me that Clarissa only wears synthetic hair? Is it just me? I just feel like Clarissa always got on synthetic hair. Is it me? It be giving like premium synthetical bundles. Like, that's a synthetic ass bitch. But then you pivot because Blueface is a criminal and a gang member. The brother is currently, or not currently, locked up and got charges and is a criminal and a delinquent who said that Clarissa only taught him and Blueface how to eat pussy. My God. Do with that what you will. He said it, baby. Then Chrisean don't even know her goddamn daddy. And then you got to really think about what type of parenting had to happen for a grown-ass woman to wear her missing front tooth as a beauty mark. Bitch, I'm scared of Chrisean's mother. Bitch, think about what type of parenting, or lack thereof, my God, had to happen to produce a grown-ass woman who got the economic means to fix her mouth, to walk around with an entire missing front tooth as a beauty mark, and allegedly comes from a long line of incest and SA at the hands of alleged siblings, uncles on nieces, sisters on sisters, cousins on cousins. And this is all the shit that Junior is sandwiched in between. Not to mention that if Chrisean Rock's ex is Junior's father, the ex got gang ties. I feel sorry for Junior, terribly, profoundly sad for Junior. And that's why I don't even report on these motherfucking fools, because it's beyond the capacity for my empathy to deal with. I just can't. And since they all don't see nothing wrong with it, and the media is going to give us the things regardless of whether we want the things or not, baby, I just have to doom scroll real quick past all the Blueface and Chrisean Rock drama, because that drama is true trauma, and it's really not funny. It's really not. We laugh to keep from motherfucking crime, but all that drama is pure fucking trauma. All of it. The whole thing is dizzy. Top tier. SpaceX dizzy. Now, before we get any further into this commentary, did y'all catch the live stream last night? I went live. I had to give y'all a few updates since it was niggas who wanted to play on my head top. Did y'all get into the live stream last night? Yeah, I had to get some updates on the lawsuits and things. I had to dispel and debunk some things, shy. Yeah. Okay. Now, y'all know in true fashion, I couldn't really tear the block up like I wanted to, because, you know, I got attorneys now. So, I got to act pretty. I got to act like what I look like. I got to have class. I got to do what bougie people do when they have competent attorneys, shall. So I couldn't get ghetto like I wanted to. But for, you know, anybody who's curious about my business, Y'all need to get into last night's live stream, child. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can drop that link for last night's live stream. For any nosy motherfucker in the comment section, child, who needs some clarity. Yeah, y'all check that out and put that on your watch later page and give that a thumbs up, child. Even if you don't watch it, child, thumbs up and give it a click in the video and do what it do. Because y'all know YouTube is always playing on our head tops. Right? What's going on, Todd? My God. Hey, Ray. So, back to Chrisean and Blue Rock. So, to make a long story short, fast forward, we're here now. Junior is in the world. Chrisean is still dizzy and toothless. And Blueface has added on to his circus of a harem and has a new girlfriend, Nevaeh. I love that name. I always like a bitch named Nevaeh, okay? Like, it's given that her titties, you know, like smell like clouds and things. Like, you know, her titties are sunshine, okay? A bitch named Nevaeh got a type of a virtue about herself, okay? Now, I don't know much about Nevaeh because, once again, I stay out of the circus. I don't know even how these two goddamn heathens even met. I don't know about Nevaeh's origin stories. I don't know what she came from. I don't know what her lived experience is. All I know is that that bitch got an altar in one of them goddamn prayer closets in Blueface's home that she be praying to them damn gargoyles too, girl, to keep his ass faithful. I know she done put blood, menstrual blood specifically, in Blueface's spaghetti. Oh, I know it, honey. Miss Santeria here, girl. Miss Nevaeh B. I know, baby. She got blood in the spaghetti. But him and her are together. They do live streams. They got a whole storyline. It's always a circus. They always fussing, always fighting, always fucking. She got pregnant. She had a maternity shoot. Apparently, she didn't even think that Blueface was going to attend, but he ended up, quote unquote, surprising her. You know, which proves that not all surprises are positive. And then he ended up bringing toothless ass Chrisean to the photo shoot as well. Now, mind you, Chrisean and Nevaeh apparently got smoke, and Chrisean need that, gotta have that, and want to put two Mario brother knots upside Nevaeh's head because apparently Nevaeh has spoken about Junior in the past. I haven't seen that content. I didn't see those things that Nevaeh said about Junior because, once again, I keep my head out of this trauma drama. But she pulled up, and I guess it was to turn her every which way but loose. Nevaeh ass was ready to go straight from the maternity shoot to the LAPD jailhouse and catch that charge. She ended up going into labor, yesterday? She successfully gave birth to her and Blueface's son. I think this is Blueface's second son. Ain't Blueface got a bunch of children? I don't know. So it just got worse because not only did Blueface ruin the maternity shoot that Nevaeh seemed to have been enjoying without his ass. Girl, it was given very much so. My days are cool without you, but I'm hurting while I'm with you. Like, baby, she was in there turned up, belly flopping on her damn stomach in her maternity dress, just getting her whole life until Blueface showed up. And then Blueface continued to emotionally and mentally torture her even after she had just given birth, still plugged up to IVs, IV drips. The morphine hasn't even worn off yet, bitch. And he's already on his emotional bullshit. And I'm going to talk about how I feel about niggas like Blueface, okay? But so let me just take y'all through a series of clips, shy. Okay, 3 boys, 1 girl. So this will be his 3rd son. And y'all already know pink face is his daughter with Miss Jada Waiter. Also known as Stewie from Family Guy. Okay, so Nevaeh is so happy in her baby shower outfit and makeup despite Blueface not being there. Okay, so this was pre-Blueface shenanigans at the maternity shoot, child. And she looked really pretty. I was like, oh my God. I didn't know Nevaeh had it, you know, because every time I've seen her outside of the maternity shoot, she looks like she lives inside of a slingshot, bitch. It be giving like Felicia, girl. It look like, girl, like this the bitch you be borrowing your microwave and shit. So, you know, this is the first time that I seen her like really pull it up and really seeing her put that shit on. So shout out to Nevaeh because she actually looked it cute, girl. It was giving sent from heaven, girl. Keisha Cole vibes. Cause you can wait your whole life just to yes.
Bring the lip liner. I love it. Thank you.
Baby, that baby pregnant, girl.
Yeah, my makeup looks lit.
Ooh, child, I'm glad I ain't no damn woman, bitch. I can't deal with all them damn. I can't, baby. I can't deal. Babe, I can't. As a man who has the experience of being male and only having a penis and only having to use it to urine and wash it, baby, God, like all glory goes to females because I don't know how y'all deal with all of the biological parts y'all got. Baby, y'all got titties, y'all got a womb, y'all got a clitoris, baby, y'all got a menstrual, baby, y'all got cycles. And as lived his whole life, biology, my God, glory be to the women of the earth. But she looks gorgeous. Yes. Okay. So she was in good spirits, enjoying her makeup, her fit, the whole thing. Girl, she all smiles. And, you know, she ain't looking for that nigga in the daylight with a flashlight on. All right. She dancing, yes. Nevaeh started doing the superior dance before heading to her baby shower. Once again, baby hairs are laid. Oh, new mommy. Is Nevaeh a new mom? Is this her first child? Or she's already with child? Because like I said, I don't know nothing about Nevaeh. Okay? So she in good spirits. Now, let me put this clip toward the end, child, because this kind of this clip. We'll put that toward the end. No way Blueface brought Chrisean home right before he was leaving with Nevaeh to her baby shower. My God, today. Blueface had viewers stunned after apparently bringing Chrisean Rock back to the house right before he was supposed to leave with Nevaeh for her baby shower. The timing immediately made the situation even more awkward considering everything that has happened between the three recently. Nevaeh had already spent the day wondering whether Blueface would even make it home in time for the event. When he finally showed up, she appeared relieved. But Chrisean, being brought into the situation, added another unexpected twist just before they were supposed to leave. The moment quickly had viewers debating what Blueface was thinking and how Nevaeh would react with her baby shower only moments away, with tensions already high. The situation became another major chapter in the ongoing Blueface, Nevaeh, and Chrisean drama. My God, today.
Who the fuck is that?
No, it's the mailman.
Open the fucking door. Or you being disrespectful? Open the fucking door. Open the fucking door.
It's the mailman.
Bitch, what are you doing?
Who is it?
Wow.
Who the fuck is that?
Wow. Nevaeh was heated after Blueface brought Chrisean to her baby shower. My God.
What is this bitch doing here? On my day though, bitch? Are you for real? I will go to jail. On my mama, I will. I will slice a bitch up. I'm telling you. I don't give a fuck. What is this bitch doing here? On my day though, bitch? Are you for real?
Wow. Okay, Nevaeh was disgusted with Blueface after he brought Chrisean over to their house minutes before the baby shower.
You're a disgusting human being. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. That ain't even cool. That's not even.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna end right now. You guys don't even get into it, so go.
Is this what you wanted?
No.
Is this what you wanted? On my day, this is what you wanted?
No.
But you still outside, but you gotta get
No.
No shush. I don't give a fuck. You're disgusting. You're a disgusting human being. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. That ain't even cool. That's not even.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna end right now. You guys.
Wow. Nevaeh starts crying after Blueface showed up late with Chrisean.
I don't want that fucking camera.
Okay, can I have the knife?
No, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't. You go to the door loud and thinking it's funny and it's like, get that camera behind me.
Don't freaking cry.
But I don't care.
Your makeup looks too good right now.
I don't care. I don't want that fucking camera.
Okay, can I have the knife?
No, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't. You go to the door loud and thinking it's funny and it's like, get that camera behind me.
Don't.
Now let me tell you something. I wouldn't have put my baby in danger for no goddamn Chrisean. But if that bitch would have showed up to my motherfucking house before I was pregnant, bitch, I would have went right outside, bitch, and fuck a knife, bitch. I would have bit into that bitch so motherfucking hard. I would have took a bite out of crime. I would have took a bite out of Chrisean so motherfucking hard that bitch would have blacked out on that motherfucking front porch, bitch. I would have ripped it, tore it, and ate it off her motherfucking ass, bitch. I would have took that bitch's arm and bit into that bitch so motherfucking hard, ho. That bitch would have been crying, Yahweh. Woo! Bitch, you're gonna have to run me that. Here's Chrisean saying that she's running a fade on Nevaeh at her baby shower for talking bad about her son. So these were the pre-baby shower antics that was going on.
They got 2 pieces of them already. All right, you next. Everybody gotta get the fade. Already just give him the fade. Everybody that running their mouth about my son, I stick out the fade. Turn me up. I am pulling up. And guess who's leaving? Guess who's leaving with me when I pull up? The same nigga that set you up. You don't think I 2 pieces of them already? All right, you next. Everybody gotta get the fade. Already just give him the fade. Everybody that running their mouth about my son, I stick out the fade. Turn me. I am pulling up. And guess who's leaving? Guess who's leaving with me when I pull up? The same nigga that set you up. You don't think?
I mean, I guess, should we expect any different? I mean, this is a bitch who was fighting while she was pregnant. So we know she ain't got no respect for human life. But my God, could you imagine being this dizzy? After you already done started the process of lasering off 30% of the man's face off your motherfucking cheekbone, only to return back to this type of dizziness. My God, today, may this type of obsession and infatuation and what these mortals call love never motherfucking find me, honey. May you never, baby, I rebuke thee in the name of Yahweh. Moment Nevaeh was scared after Blueface told her he was leaving after she just had given birth. My God, today. He got better things to do, baby. She done put her whole life on the goddamn line. Do you know that pregnancy is the most dangerous, sacrificial thing that a woman can do for herself and or for her partner and or for her child, is to actually endure pregnancy, which is one of the most catastrophic things that a woman can do to her health. That pregnancy can unalive her, and he got better things to do. My God. Nevaeh and Blueface argue already after she thought that he was cheating with Chrisean again.
Chad, I'll leave out the door for 1 second. Where you?
Now, I ain't even seen this clip, but I hope to God she don't pull no damn titty out on this live stream, because I don't feel like going through that with you, dude.
You fucking somebody out there?
No. Is she gonna keep this titty in this baby mouth and I'll pull this damn titty out and this areola out on live? Because I ain't seen this clip yet. I'm a little nervous, baby. I don't need her to pull out these junkyard titties and fuck up my live stream.
Just going to get something to drink.
That ain't true, Chad.
Just going to the vending machine.
I have not pressed him.
You did. You said you're gonna leave me? I'm like, I'm not leaving.
You said you're gonna go eat. I'm like, what?
I said I was gonna go get some food. Chad, I'll leave out the door for 1 second. Where you going? You fucking somebody out there? No, I'm just going to get something to drink.
That ain't true, Chad.
I'm just going to the vending machine.
I have not pressed him.
You did. You said you're gonna leave me? I'm like, I'm not leaving.
You said you're gonna go eat. I'm like, what?
I said I was gonna go get some food. Chad.
You're gonna go get some food as if bitch, it look like you don't even eat. What you need food for? Is food code word for cocaine? Is food code word for powder? I don't know. But the fact that this woman just did the most sacrificial, fatally enduring Mortal Kombat 12 level ass thing she could do as a woman, which is to activate all 5 of her Infinity Stones to bring forth life into this world. And he can't even sit there with her and commit to just emotionally supporting her and being emotionally available for doing something that could have took her literal motherfucking life. And you know what's funny is that I think women need to really, really, really educate themselves on pregnancy. Not just the experience of pregnancy, but, you know, the science of pregnancy, because I don't understand if women know all that they know about what comes with, not to even mention being a minority woman who gives birth, bitch, the odds of pregnancy permanently injuring you and or fatally injuring you is even higher as a minority woman. But once you internalize and understand all of that on the physical, on the interpersonal of pregnancy, and academically understand what's happening to your body, I don't understand how women can still put up with base level disrespect from the nigga whose seed she nurtured into lucidity and brought into this motherfucking life. Because, bitch, after I've literally laid down my motherfucking life for you, bitch, there is a no disrespect clause. Girl, we've now defaulted to a non-disparagement agreement on all fronts. Girl, I would have zero capacity for any motherfucking degree of disrespect for my motherfucking nigga after I just laid my actual life down. There is no, baby, I don't even get pregnant. And will show a nigga the door with the quickness, bitch. Yet alone, if I had to be in a position to do something this scientifically and metaphysically extreme, such as enduring birth. And you think that after that, I got any damn memory storage in me and capacity in me to deal with being called a bitch, being cheated on, yo raggedy stank ass coming home when the fuck you feel like it? You thinking that you're going to ping pong in and out, bitch, of when you're going to be mentally and emotionally motherfucking present? Did I have that luxury, hoe, when I was enduring 7 to 9 months worth of pregnancy, honey? Did I have the luxury of ping ponging and being pregnant when the fuck I felt like it? Did I have a choice between when I was enduring morning sickness and cramps, when my hormones were out of motherfucking whack? And you think you're gonna have the luxury, baby, of playing motherfucking double dutch, bitch, with the life that we agreed to create together after I just literally was willing, bitch, to go before the Father, Son, and the Holy Daughter and to see if my motherfucking name was in the book of motherfucking life, ho? I could have potentially went to hell, bitch, and doing pregnancy, girl. Because I can't guarantee, girl, where my name will be found at, in heaven or in hell. And I did that for us. For us. See, my heart, I'm never going to be able to co-sign murder, right? Murder is wrong. You should not take a life. But every time I'm reading a story about a woman unaliving the living fuck out of a motherfucking man in a crime of passion, there's a part of me that ain't mad about it. You know what? And I ain't gonna say no more, bitch. I ain't gonna say no more, bitch. But I do gotta go on record and say, girl, I do not co-sign murder, she wrote. But every time I'm reading a story of a woman who fatally unalived her partner, especially a woman who was a mother and bear children with that partner, girl, unaliving the living shit out of that motherfucker, and a crime of passion, that there is a part of me that don't feel nothing. There's a part of me that go, oh, my God. Because, bitch, who he thought he was feeling like? Girl, I hate that you got to leave the children behind because you got to do a 20 to 50, bitch. Okay? You done caught a hard case now, Mr. Mama. But my God. I'm going to need a Democrat to get in office, girl, and legislate some leniency, child, on women who become mothers who unalive their male partners in a crime of passion. Because I think there need to be some grace. We need some legislation that protect women, girl, who succumb to the psychological pressure and injuries that lead to having to bury your nigga in a black box underneath the house because the nigga thought he was gonna ping pong it, bitch. After the ultimate sacrifice to bring the Savior into the world was made, only to still be treated like just another one in line. My God, I cannot, and I could not. The moment Blueface believed that he is the baby daddy,
oh, bitch, you got me fucked up. Oh, bitch, you got me fucked up.
Chrisean says that she will be cutting off Blueface after seeing him drive to the hospital to support Nevaeh going into labor. My God, today. Now, how you got protective gear on for your eyes, but ain't got no protective gear on for your mouth, such as your other damn front tooth? My God, the priorities. The fact that Chrisean is delusional enough to believe that she's ever the one cutting Blueface off. I know that Chrisean is a fighting ass bitch. I don't know whether she got CTE, girl, because I think that it's possible that Chrisean, due to all this on camera, off camera fighting bitch, that some of these knots upside her motherfucking head then led to CTE. I mean, you got to consider the bitch that bust her motherfucking mouth open and tore her front tooth from its root, bitch. The bitch who bust her motherfucking mouth open and tore her front tooth from the follicle hole. Baby, you can't tell me that that blow did not create some type of an electric shock, bitch, that traveled from her jawline, that acts as a lever for your brain, bitch, didn't cause the brain, bitch, to get turned every which way but loose inside of the skull and hit all up and against the inner skull walls, didn't lead to some type of a CTE. Bitch, I'm sure if you put Chrisean Rock's brain underneath a CAT scan, that it'll look like ground beef underneath there, bitch. It'll look like one big ass sea muscle. I know that bitch got brain injuries like that of a damn heavyweight long-term boxer or NFL player. The fact that that CTE girl got her ass under the delusional belief that she's ever the one cutting Blueface off, my God, today. Bless her heart, Yahweh. Woo! Bless her, Father God. My God. Blueface had to evacuate his home after finding Nevaeh in the closet doing voodoo right after coming back from his ex Chrisean's place. Now, this was pre-labor shenanigans. My God.
What the hell are you doing in here?
I'm doing my prayers. Tell a thing. You want to join?
Oh, hell no. Get the fuck out of here.
No, come join.
Oh, hell no. We gotta get the fuck out, bro. We gotta move, bro. Tell me what you think she's doing. Let's go, nigga. You gotta go. Hey, no. Number one, nigga, you my nigga, fool. You gonna leave me with the voodoo? You gonna leave me here with the voodoo witch?
The fact that voodoo and Santeria is where Blueface draws the line and it's not the gang affiliation. It's not his own intrusive thoughts and trauma that lead his ass to being a womanizer and a woman abuser and catching charges that take him away from his goddamn children and make him an absent father. The fact that out of all the things that Blueface allows to enter his consciousness that reduces him and keeps him as a horrible human being, he draws the line at Nevaeh ass in there praying to the damn Statue of Liberty girl to keep his ass away from Mrs. Rock. My God, today. Nevaeh got emotional after Blueface said he will no longer be in her life after giving birth. Now, this clip actually pissed me the fuck off.
And do activities like the beach.
Oh Lord, I hope this lady don't pull these damn titties out. Let me.
Oh my God. No, I was being sarcastic. That's not a spark. I told you, we're not doing that. You need to. Now you can get your spark back. Yes. And do activities like the beach. Yes. Oh my God. No, I was being sarcastic. That's not a spark. I told you, we're not doing that. You need to.
I just. I know that this damn triple deluxe couple, Rock, Nevaeh, and Blue, have a certain level of like, you know, like there's a certain level of ratchetiness that comes with it. But watching a pregnant woman who's literally still in the hospital, plugged up to IVs, ventilators, oxygen goddamn takes, EKGs and shit, with her titty actively in their son's mouth, and watching Blueface be rude, insensitive, and intentionally toying with Nevaeh because he knows she's still hormonally all over the place. And this is not new behavior. We saw the nigga do the same shit to Chrisean. Prior to pregnancy, during pregnancy, after pregnancy. But to see him in the hospital and not have the humanity and the empathy and not have the capacity to intimately plug into the fact that this woman just brought their son into the world. And if for nothing else, that alone deserves a 5-star sticker. And by 5-star stickers, I mean a level of revere, respect, and honor, at the very least, during her stint in the hospital. Even if you're going to return to your bald-headed hoe shit once y'all ass unload the luggage back at the house. But the fact that this is probably the most like intimate setting outside of the bedroom during lovemaking that a man and a woman can find themselves in. Like all of the beauty that you would think that could be extracted from watching your partner survive something like this, the excitement and thrill and all of the endorphins and serotonin that come from the fact that, oh my God, you have another piece of your likeness in the world that you get to do it different. I just, you know, in a normal person, a man would still be on his motherfucking knees praying to the Father, Son, and the Holy Daughter, and would be an emotional melted mess just in the awe and just the love and the beauty and the exquisiteness of it all. And yet here it is. Blueface is psychologically and emotionally torturing this motherfucking woman while she actively got her light-skinned titty in their son's mouth. My God. I wanted to put a piece of steel in Blueface's ass. Because I'm of the believer. Nope, hold on. Let me be very intentional and crafty when I say this. Let me not even go there. Because I don't want to be responsible for nothing. But what I will say then is, bitch, where is the Old Testament God who did not believe in natural selection, girl? Baby, where is Jehovah? Because Jehovah, baby, if Jehovah was still in the earth, girl, it would be any, many, money. No, fuck natural selection, girl. Jehovah was lining the motherfuckers up, laying niggas down like Michael Myers, girl. Where is the Jehovah at in the earth? Because, baby, natural selection don't be selecting the right shit. I don't like this man. I don't like him. I don't think he deserves to be motherfucking famous. And I damn sure don't think that I don't even think Blueface deserves crackhead pussy, yet alone pussy from any woman with any degree of self-respect and dignity. And if Blueface had a father and a mother that was righteous, they would be taking their fair share of responsibility for bringing this type of corruption into the motherfucking earth, bitch. And they would be the ones on the front line all the time, yinging and yanging with his motherfucking ass as a form of reparations, bitch, unto the rest of us. Because this the thanks that we get. The whole family trash. The synthetic bundle wearing ass mammy is trash. The tied simp ass father is trash. The children came out as trash. Both Blue and his brother are gang affiliates, and the sister don't deal and date and love on no niggas but those who are criminals and thugs and godless heathens as well. Intergenerational transference of trash through the lineage. Intergenerational transference of fuckery and foolishness through the lineage. My God. Now, this is a perfect pivot into what I want to lead into. Miss Alexis B says, I don't know how any woman with their right mind would want to be with him. Then again, these ladies aren't in their right minds. You're absolutely correct, Alexis B. Because you know what I find to be so sad is how much of a misunderstanding we have, right, about love. Because we really ain't taught shit about love, not really. And what we are taught is some very fantasy-prone Disney Hallmark version of love. And then most of our demonstrations of love is demonstrations that are dysfunctional. We watched a lot of DV. We watched a lot of emotional abuse, verbal abuse, infidelity, mistreatment of all kind. So on top of having a culturally warped perception of love due to the way that media has projected, and then the personal experiences and observations we've all had of the love that we witnessed throughout our life, between our parents, between our siblings and their partners, our friends and their partners, etc. It's been a mess. But you know what's really crazy about love and what a lot of people don't know about motherfucking love? Because when y'all trying to understand why the fuck do people act a goddamn fool and lose their shit when they're quote unquote in love, why people stay with abusive ass people when they're quote unquote in love, why people keep returning back to the scene of the crime, why would a dog go back and lick up its own vomit? My God. Is because, and I'm not going to belabor this, baby, because I know it's a little bit too it's a little bit too academic, girl. I'm not going to bore y'all with the details. But it's because there is a neurological connection, a physiological connection between drug addiction and what we classify as being in love. Do y'all know that the same region of the brain that is active when a person is in an active addictive state on opioids or cocaine or crystal meth, it's the same region of the brain that's also completely active, aroused, and stimulated when we're quote unquote in love? That the so-called love phenomenon happens within the same region of the brain as addiction. I want to read y'all something. At first glance, romantic love and drug addiction appear to be completely unrelated phenomena. The psychological literature defines addiction as a state of mental and or physical dependence on drugs or substances and or behaviors. By contrast, the clinical neurobiological definition focuses on addiction as a chronic relapsing disorder involving complex interactions among brain circuits and the emergence of a negative emotional state. While these definitions of romantic love and addiction are both formal and distinct, recent studies focused on dissecting brain pathways and neurochemical activation patterns tells another story. Interestingly, in their 1975 book entitled Love and Addiction, authors Stanton Peele and Archie Brodsky were amongst the first to highlight the links between these two phenomena and consider the possibility of developing novel rehabilitation and treatment strategies based on these observations. While this possibility was discussed phenomenologically in the earlier literature, the results of recent mechanistic imaging studies revealed that both romantic love and addictive substances can activate what is known as the central reward pathway. The components and activities of the reward pathway and its responses to romantic love and substance use are discussed in the following sections. And then it goes through the correlations and similarities between the reward pathway, that our brain's transactional nature accomplishes the same thing. Just like when people who are in the throes of addiction, what they're really looking for is those feel-good hormones, serotonin, endorphins, etc. Well, these same feel-good hormones are released anytime that we earn something, achieve something, which is why you have people who may be overachievers, or you have people who seek these endorphins and feel-good hormones through drug addiction, which is the easiest straight to pathway to these feel-good hormones. Or you may have people who have a sex addiction, etc. People who have a favorite song, a hobby, accomplishes interacting and engaging and activating these feel-good hormones. We all are addicts in our own way. We just stigmatize drug addiction and put it in a separate category, but The same principle and phenomenon is at work in anything that we do. If you love to go to church, read your Bible, what you are seeking are the same feel-good hormones. Listening to music, your vape, smoking a cigarette, watching your favorite movie, watching your favorite show. You got a favorite hairstyle. You got a favorite color. You got your own personal style that you enjoy. It's all seeking feel good. Them feel good food. Perfect. Drinking, partying, dancing, being in love. You ever had them people, baby, they gotta have them some goddamn body? Always trying to turn a goddamn molehill into a full-on goddamn Centaurian mountain, baby. Chasing after the motherfucking hormones, chasing after the motherfucking chemicals, shopping, self-abuse, being the proverbial victim is also an addiction. Even the negative shit that we are obsessed with rewards us in one way or another. So, bringing that back to Miss Nevaeh and Chrisean, who are both, unfortunately, women who don't quite know that this is a lot deeper than the classic phenomenon of, oh, I'm just in love. I just love that man. There is a neurological and chemical component to what they are experiencing. And that's the true machine behind their tolerance of this man that don't like them, yet alone motherfucking love them. If it benefited Blueface more to unalive the both of their ass, he would. If it benefited Blueface more to abandon his children, he would, and he does. And because these women are not getting the real help they need psychologically, these women are navigating a profound chemical addiction via a relationship under the guise of being in love, and are risking their spiritual health, their mental and emotional health, and their literal physical well-being in a attempt to get a hold of that goddamn drug in the form of Blueface. So when you see Blueface, think of Blueface as the crack pipe to Nevaeh and Chrisean. Think of Chrisean and Nevaeh and every man and every woman who you see in these type of unhealthy, hyper codependent, toxic relationships. Because this isn't isolated to just sex and gender. All people fall prey and are experiencers of this neurological, biochemical reality. Now, of course, being addicted or chasing feel good or having an interest in those feel good hormones in and of itself is not the problem. But when you're seeking that feel good by way of something that's going to cost you and hurt you and injure you, that's where the problem is. It's okay if you have hobbies to achieve that. It's okay if you have a healthy relationship, to busting a nut, having your fair share of casual sex to get those hormones going. If you have a favorite meal, if you like to treat yourself, if you like to shop, you know, etc. But addiction is what happens when your seeking becomes habitual and you no longer have a will to will yourself out of said pattern and pathology. And addiction becomes crippling when we don't have the ability to be still and to arouse those chemicals within ourselves without the external ritual, without the external pathway, which is why I oftentimes brag about how Buddhism has changed my life as a Christian mystic. Because you guys know I have a very intersectional spirituality that is a blend of Christian mysticism and Buddhism. The Buddhism part in all actuality saved my motherfucking ass more mentally, emotionally, and spiritually than Christianity ever has as a spiritual system. I encourage everybody to look around in the Buddhist teachings, philosophies, and to incorporate some of the core Buddhist practices into your life, because Buddhism is set up in such a way that it can act as an accessory to anything that you got going on. So even if you are a Muslim, even if you are a Christian, even if you are an atheist, Buddhism is like so non-deifying and more about self-regulating, is about the exploration of consciousness, self-control, self-discipline. Oh God, it just, baby. That's how I was able to reverse type 2 diabetes and jump on a plant-based diet immediately after leaving the hospital and committing to that plant-based diet for a year and a half to get my A1C from an A1C 13 to an A1C 5, bitch. Diabetes, who the fuck you think you're playing with, bitch? No, ma'am. You got to go. There's literally only room for one of us in this motherfucker. And that came from somebody who was, 38 at the time, who spent his whole life indulging in a system and in a society where we cultivated a feel good and also chase those endorphins through soul food, which, as tasty and delicious and amazing as soul food is, will be the same reason, bitch, why you don't have a left arm in 10 years. That soul food will be the same reason, bitch, why you only got one foot with all 5 toes on it in 10 years. Buddhism is what allowed me to divorce whatever I needed to divorce to support what was in the best interest of my overall well-being. Because Buddhism, if you incorporate it correctly and you're really obedient and committed to its practices, keeps you in touch with the real source of peace, kindness, love, and self-empowerment, which is all in yourself. Because everything that we're chasing outside of ourselves to put a smile on our faces and to make us feel a little better, all those components already exist in us. And Buddhism teaches you how to develop relationship to that so that you don't have to move outside of yourself for that. This profoundly changes your life. This single-handedly can correct any irregular practices in your life. whether it's unhealthy dependency upon your friends, unhealthy dependency upon your romantic partner, whether it's any type of addiction, etc. I say all of that to say that Chrisean and Nevaeh will need a lot more than just the experience of Blueface's toxicity to get them out of this transactional, reward-based, neurobiochemical entanglement they have to Blueface, because it's beyond Blueface. They don't know that because they're not educated and informed enough to know the biological components and machine that is truly working their proximity to Blueface's toxicity. And because they're not addressing the root cause, they will remain in a world of danger. Because this isn't just about Blueface. It's about their own imbalances, their own hormonal imbalances. They're really they're in a versus match between themselves and their own brains. They're in a versus match between themselves and their own mind. They're in a versus match between themselves and themselves. This is Chrisean Rock versus Chrisean Rock. This is Nevaeh versus Nevaeh. And Blueface is so motherfucking tore up, girl, that I almost feel like, bitch, he's a damn reprobate. There ain't much that can be motherfucking done to reverse all that shit. I'm not sure if Blueface can be helped. But because we have such a distorted cultural perception of so-called love, and don't even get me started, bitch, on that, because that's a whole, maybe we'll get into that on a panel. Because we're going to nuance the hell out of this conversation and really press the gas on this whole thing, maybe in a panel discussion. But my heart goes out to people who are in toxic relationships, because I know why they can't let go. It's now very clear to me why it typically takes a victim of DV to have to attempt to leave a toxic relationship several times before they can finally make the final run. That addiction to feel good is profound. And let me tell you how I knew that Chrisean was fucked and she was deep off in, bitch, to her chemical addiction. Is when, I don't know whether this was on their reality show, I don't know whether this was on a live stream, but it might have been a year or two ago when she was like, I love Blue. I love Blue. I love Blue. Like, this man changed my life. This man changed my life. And she was almost talking from a place of like, I feel indebted to this man, right? And I thought about that from both ends, from the neurobiochemical perspective, but also thought about it from just a practical level, right? Like, here it is, you have a girl who's become a young woman who doesn't know her father, so there's already a father fracture there, who also comes from a lot of systemic abuse that is pathological in her family. Then she meets a man that she is exceptionally physically attracted to. Let me put her ass up here. Where's she at? That she's profoundly physically attracted to. So the lust component opens up the chemical chase. But then this man is responsible for putting her on, for cultivating and shaping her career and her likeness and brand in such a way that regardless of whether people feel like it's toxic and bullshit or not, the reality is that it was successful and it was deeply lucrative. because her and Blue made millions of dollars off of being bad behaving people. They signed multi-million contracts, brand deals, and obviously achieved outlandish notoriety, popularity, and fame behind being bad behaving people. And so now you have Chrisean, who's coming into this experience with Blueface already with a father fracture. So she's going to be symbolically looking for in Blue either who her father is, who her father wasn't, or who she wanted her daddy to be. Because broken women, not even broken women, women across the board, only choose to date a man because he either is who her father was, who her father was not, or he's who she wished her father was. But in Chrisean's case, you then have a man who did something in her life that cannot be done just by any old body at any old given time. How many people in this comment section have end up dating somebody that changed their life in the extreme way that Blueface changed Chrisean's life? That relationship made you a multimillionaire, even if she ain't got nothing but 2 nickels rubbing together today and down there to the welfare office fetching for stamps, the paperback version of stamps. How many people can say that they was with somebody who catapulted their visibility and catapulted their business in the extreme way in which Blueface has done so for Chrisean? So just imagine how heightened her neurobiochemical experience is going to be in a situation like this. And because most people also are ignorant to the neurobiochemical component to this relationship, people look from the outside in thinking, but the abuse should counteract that. And it would in a healthy-minded person. But because Chrisean, just like Nevaeh, which I don't know much about, but I'm going to assume, girl, if you think that Blueface is the one, and that's who you opened up your motherfucking womb to, you probably came from some toe-up shit, too. But she came in fractured. She didn't come into the experience as a whole person. She came in young, impressionable, hungry, in lust, being in what she calls love. And that love was for a man who she would have quote unquote loved and lusted after just on the physical alone. But yet alone, bitch, you made me who I am today. And it kind of reminds me of the ghetto version of Beyonce and Jay-Z. Remember when that clip of Beyonce from her documentary years ago, sometimes it resurfaces when people want to gag Beyonce on being a mammy. Shout out to Beyonce. And she's celebrating and toasting to Jay-Z, who was celebrating his 77th birthday, girl. And she's like, girl, thank you for making me the woman that I am. You made me, you taught me how to be a you taught me how to be a woman, girl. My God. Baby, that clip gags the fuck out of me. Baby, because when Beyonce said dangerously in love, crazy in love, she meant it, my girl. But she said cater to you. You know what the T is? Beyonce been hooting and hollering that her ass is the head mammy in charge on Mammy Island, girl. Beyonce been hooting and hollering to us, honey. that she is queen of Mammy Mountain, girl. Now that I think about it, bitch. Now that I think about it, girl, Beyonce been telling the things, honey. Drunk in love, dangerously in love, crazy in motherfucking love. Through with love, back in love again. Baby, Beyonce told y'all through Destiny Child, the writing's on the wall. And even though the graffiti was there the whole time, we still didn't really clock it, honey. Because Beyonce has done so well at appearing independent, and she is, to a degree, completely competent in and of herself. But girl, she was also living and telling us the other side, bitch, that she both-handed, girl, okay? She do believe in all that independent women. And in the same breath, bitch, Beyonce has not shunned away from letting you hoes know, bitch, I need a man, bitch. Yes, I can do it without a man. And I proved to myself I can do it without a man. But, bitch, I want some man. Gots to has me a man. So, Chrisean's sentiments toward Blueface remind me a lot of Beyonce. It's just like the ghetto sugar water version of it, because Beyonce meant the same thing in her upliftment of Jay-Z and how he's carved out her femininity and her womanhood the same way that Chrisean means. They both mean the same thing, which is when you are having an experience of a person that seems to have a radical impact on your life for the better, it makes it even harder to unpack and a very healthy response to the abusive and harmful aspects of that relationship to that person. And this probably is why Beyonce was able to clean up the infidelity, which is wild, right? Because Beyonce could have walked off with half of all of Jay-Z's shit on top of all of her own shit. After he chose to cheat multiple times with her and on her. And despite how liberated Beyonce's music is and how she's for women empowerment and she's ringing the motherfucking alarm and all of the things, Beyonce eventually was able to look past that shit and get past that shit. And I'm also not saying that that relationships don't come with having to operate within forgiveness. But I also don't believe that a lot of the things that we oftentimes think is common to forgive in relationships actually should be forgiven. In a healthy relationship, infidelity will never be a manifestation. A common argument may be over funds and how money should be disseminated and allocated is a common issue in a healthy relationship. But stepping out on your partner and defiling your commitment and coven to your partner is a total disregard for your own self-respect and your respect of them. Lying should not be something that we tolerate and think of as forgivable offenses. It's a lot of shit that we in this system make space to forgive that actually should not be fucking forgiven. Yes, in a healthy relationship, there are going to be plenty of motherfucking things that you have to forgive and that you're going to have to show a capacity to be able to move on past. But it is not going to be these death-defying ass ritualistic humiliation motherfucking rituals that people get put through by way of cheating, infidelity, usury, lying, emotional and mental motherfucking abuse. Those things are not components of a imperfect, healthy relationship. That's abuse. And that's a person that don't love you because they don't love themselves. And therefore that's why the entire relationship has to be reevaluated. It can't stop at the symptom of the issue, which is the infidelity or the verbal abuse or the mental abuse. No, bitch. There's now got to be a full evaluation, bitch, on who are you? Who are you? There's a stranger in my house. It took a while to figure out. But there's no way you could be who you say you are. You gotta be someone else. Because he, in all caps, wouldn't treat me like that. Tamia told us, girl, you've got to make the distinction when a stranger shows up in your house. But when you are out of order and you are in the extreme addictive chase behind these endorphins and serotonins and these feel-good hormones, baby, they will have you out of your mind. Just like a crackhead who will steal, kill, and destroy whatever is necessary, bitch, to get to the pipe, to get to the chemical, bitch, to get to the high, to get to the feel good. And that's what we're looking at. We're looking at two women who's chasing the crack pipe, and they're willing to disregard themselves, dishonor themselves, be subjected to humiliation, sadness, grief, and betrayal constantly just to get them a piece that I had today. If only Blueface, aka the crack pipe, would get me a piece. Just to get me a piece. Ooh, baby, that's some deep shit. But you can do it. You can do it. Self-healing and self-liberating is all about understanding the things that are driving you. Once you understand, bitch, what type of gas is in your vehicle, you'll know, bitch, whether you need to stop getting that cheap-ass BP gas. Because this car requires premium. Once you start understanding all of the components that inform your behavior and your decisions, because you don't exist within a vacuum. This is not just a matter of, okay, you're like, this is who I am, and this is, no, baby. Who you are is informed by a lot of invisible components. And when you understand that shit, when you understand the background software running within your consciousness, then that allows you to really get to some breakthroughs. All right. If y'all want to get, like, if y'all really want to indulge this conversation around Blueface, Chrisean, Nevaeh, and kind of talk about relationships and love and this neurochemical component and all of that, and y'all want to, like, you know, deepen off in that, let me know, because if so, I'll probably come back after I end this stream and we can do a panel and I can drop the link, baby. Y'all can come up and give y'all things. And y'all can talk about them. Y'all can talk about, you know, it beyond them, etc. Y'all just let me know if y'all need that. But I know these are also working hours, and the Conscious crew, girl, are full-time employees, girl, who be getting to the bag. They be chasing their coinage. Okay? So these may not be the ideal hours for a panel discussion, but if y'all want to give feedback about the shenanigans of it all, and talk y'all's own personal experiences and everything, etc., child, and talk about y'all own observations and everything. We can do that. Okay, y'all want to do that? Okay, cool. So I'll probably see y'all within the next 30 minutes, etc. Be looking for a notification. We're going to come back, girl, for the Blue Rock Nevaeh Chrisean Part 2 Open Panel Town House. I hope this show this morning was riveting, girl. I told y'all my sleep pattern is toe up. So, girl, y'all going to be getting CTV in the morning. Most of the mornings. I went live last night to give some 1-2s and to drop some things regarding the frivolous lawsuit. So make sure you guys check that out. If you guys enjoyed yourself, please thumbs up, share, subscribe to the platform. You got to subscribe in order to engage and to interact with the live stream in real time. Leave your comments in the comment section. If you enjoyed yourself, you can also donate to the platform at Consciouztv on Cash App and or paypal.me/Consciouztv. Of course, that's Conscious with the Z on the end. All social media information, emails, etc. are also in the description box. I love you long time. Have a great hump day, and I'll see you in a few. Peace.